Yeah.
Hello there and welcome to Confetti Boom.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, go ahead and state your name and how you identify.
Yeah, so my name is Treshon and I identify as gender queer or gender fluid.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with our colors on the crust portion. When did you know you tasted the rainbow?
You know, I was a wee tot. No, I'm just kidding. I was younger. I was in middle school and other people would actually call me names and call me gay before I even knew I was gay. I think it was because I was just more feminine as a boy. So that kind of made me like look around and see kind of, what even is gay. And then I kind of discovered this whole community and this whole world when I was in middle school. Probably like eighth grade is when I really kind of knew that I associated and identified with the rainbow community.
So, how did theater impact your queer journey in both positive and negative ways?
In a negative way, it impacted me in a sense where I had directors who would tell me that, I wouldn't be a good contender for a lead role or a romantic lead simply because I was more effeminate. And people would tell me, the most I could get was like a side character. So that did affect my confidence at first. It made me feel like, because of the way I am naturally, it would prevent me from acting in a role. That's how directors made me feel in a sense. But in a positive way, seeing shows like Kinky Boots and things like that, and seeing mainstream things like RuPaul's Drag Race become more popular, and he does his own little musicals and stuff like that, it has impacted me in a positive way because it's shown me that there is people like me and they can be the lead roles and they can be stars how they are, and they actually flourish being how they are naturally as opposed to trying to be a certain way or fit a certain mold.
What would you say is your proudest creation or collaboration as a queer creative?
My new single that I released, I'm really proud of that because I completely wrote it myself, and I put a lot into. I was kind of sitting on it for a while, and now it's out on streaming services. So I'm just really proud to have like a piece of art under my name that is like out. I never thought I would have a song out, so to have a song, it makes me really happy.
Come through, come through. What's your favorite queer representation in media right now?
I love Pose. Pose, I think, and Legendary. I think anything just ballroom. I love that kind of representation.
Yes.
Yeah, just Pose. That show is amazing.
The rules of poppin' or floppin' are very simple. I'm gonna name a person, place, or thing, and you simply say if it's poppin' or flop. Great.
Yes, I
K-pop.
am.
Poppin' or floppin'?
Poppin',
Poppin'. Okay. Brunch.
poppin', poppin',
OnlyFans stars.
poppin'.
Okay. Okay. Social smoking.
What are we smoking?
We'll leave it at that. Love Island, the TV show.
Floppin',
Okay. J. Cole, the rapper.
poppin'.
Okay.
The, mm,
The Oscars.
poppin',
Okay. Okay. RuPaul's Drag Race.
poppin'. Pop.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Popping like it's never popped before.
Okay. Parent kisses on the lips.
At my big age, flopping, you know, you can leave it at the
Okay.
cheek.
Unpaid internships.
We'll say popping because you need them.
Okay. Okay. Car dates.
Popping,
Okay. Broadway movie musicals.
popping,
Okay. Crop tops.
popping.
The Real Housewives franchise.
Poppin'.
Okay, okay. Why the hesitation? I'm curious.
Well, well, personally, I've never truly sat down and watched an episode. However, I know a lot of the iconic moments and the fights and the quotes and the stars like Nene Leakes and Portia and all those
Come
girls.
through.
So yeah.
Okay. How do we feel about happy hours?
Poppin'. We love a deal, we love a steal.
Okay. People watching.
I'd say flopping now. I don't do it as much as I used to do it a lot. So used
Okay.
to be popping, flopping for me now.
Okay, great. And Tinder.
I'd say flopping for me. I have never had any success, but maybe that's just me. So maybe I'm the flop.
Oh my gosh, you're never a flop. Get out of here. And that wraps up Poppin' or Floppin'.
Has your queer identity clashed calmly or chaotically within your cultural identity?
Oh, I would say chaotically for sure because well, I'm mixed with black and white, and so but both of my sides of family they are Catholic. So growing up, it was really hard, when I actually never came out. I was outed due to social media, and because of that, ever since then I kind of just lived with pride. But before that, I had to act differently around my family. I wasn't myself around them. And even to this day, I know my family, they love me, and they may say that, but it's very apparent to me that they may favor my siblings more simply because they're not queer like I am.
So, what do you think, looking forward, the queer community will look like in 50 years?
I'm hoping that the queer community will be such an eclectic collection of everybody. What I love about the word queer is that it's truly an umbrella term that can help people who, the original term I remember it was like queer and questioning or whatever, because it's for people who may not be so sure, and you don't always have to be sure. And that's the beautiful thing about being queer is you don't need to have these labels that are so restrictive and have you in a certain box. I'm hoping that 50 years from now, a pride festival will just have every color, every shape, every size, every identity, just everyone. I want everyone to be included. I want everyone to realize that we're all humans despite how we differ. We're all similar. We all bleed, we all need to eat, we all got to sleep. We're all very similar.
Mm-hmm. What is a queer icon that's been a lifeline for you, either inspiring the first time you saw yourself in someone?
Oh, I would have to say a really big queer icon for me. There's two.
Mm-hmm.
One of them would have to be RuPaul. I remember when I was in high school, I just was obsessed with RuPaul's Drag Race, and all I wanted to do was be on that show. And I just feel like he is so important. Like, if RuPaul didn't have that show, drag and just a lot of queer culture would not be as mainstream as it is today. So I feel like he's to thank for a lot of the mainstream, just introducing drag culture and queer culture to the mainstream in general. And then the second one, he's more of a musical person, but he's also imposed. He's Billy Porter. He was in Kinky Boots, and I just he is so talented. His voice, an amazing person, an amazing soul. So I would say those two would probably be my biggest
Yeah.
queer inspiring icons.
Yeah. On the topic of Drag Race, I just got into it last summer, years late, but I remember when you and our friends would show me clips. Like,
Yeah, it's amazing. One thing it's funny you say that because I've recently kind of been off of Drag Race a little bit,
mhm.
but no, I will love Drag Race forever. I'm so happy to see all these bigger celebrities as guest judges, and it's become such a huge like everybody talks about it. Like it's, I
Really?
mean, it's crazy. It's really crazy.
I know. I hear that like celebrities will like show pictures of like outfits on the show,
Yeah,
and, like stylists, and
to
be like, "I want to do
recreate.
this." Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, I never would have thought Drag Race would become so mainstream, but I always thought it was amazing. I always knew it was amazing.
If you could, I don't know, give a speech to like the older queer community, what would be highlights in the speech that you would give them?
I would commend them for essentially creating the path that I'm able to walk on now. I mean, if it wasn't for older trans Black women and people like Marsha P and all these really important queer icons, you know, I wouldn't be able to go out in public in a skirt and a lace top and do these things that people can very comfortably do now. I mean, before that was unheard of. And now you could go to California and New York and just see people be so expressive. And that's what I love. And we would not have that if it wasn't for our older queers. So I truly would just, if I had to give a speech to them, it would just be praising them and commending them for still being here, being trailblazers and being who they are today.
What makes you feel seen as a member of the queer community, both in theater and outside of it?
You know, accurate representation. That's what makes me feel seen. A lot of the times we get representation and it might not necessarily be accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be more harmful than helpful because, you know, the typical the typical gay character in movies and shows is extremely flamboyant. And that's not to say flamboyance is bad, but they go a little overboard with things, and it can be hurtful because it can make people feel, it can have qualities of annoyance and over the top. It just associates these negative feelings towards gay men and queer people. So accurate representation and showing that not everyone is like that. It comes in so many different forms. That's why I think shows like Pose are so essential and important, because it shows that, you know, there's more to just the personality and the having fun. There's a very real side of what we go through and the struggles. And so, yeah, accurate representation. That's what makes me feel seen.
Hello, my name is Treshon Sherwood, and this is my debut single. Ay, ay, it's Trey on the track. Ay, 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 ay. Growing up, niggas call me a fruit. Now I smell like one and I taste like one too. I keep it clean, I keep it cute, and if it ain't about me, I keep it on mute. Between me and you, there is no dispute. I'm the OG, you the substitute. So baby, sit down and give me a salute. And if you send hate, I'ma transmute, and all of that shit just gets sent back to you. So if you smart, you would do what I do. I look to love, fuck all the hate. Baby, sit back and let me demonstrate. Every time that I rap, you gotta concentrate, cause if you don't, you might miss what I say. You can get with me, you'll get on my way, cause baby, my vision's clear as night. And ask anyone, yeah, they know I'm legit. You fake like your money, call you counterfeit. Hop up the mall with a brand new outfit. One thing I hate the most is hypocrites. I do not care if you black or you white. If you try me, got my goons ain't gon' fight. Better believe that it's always on sight. If you around me, you better act right. Serving the girls like my first name is Waiter. Just like Beyonce, to you I'm a cater. If you don't like me, then you just a hater. I'm busy right now, can I talk to you later? Bitch, I'm art, put me in the museum. I used to fuck with a nigga named Liam. I think he was in the band One Direction. He gave me all of his love and affection. I rise from the ashes, so call me a phoenix. Like Nicki Minaj, do's what I pleases. These bitches my sons and these niggas my daughter. Don't fuck with me cause I slaughter. Bottom line is you do not want to try it. Be nice to me and that will swindle fire. I do not care if you renting, I'm buying. Don't care if you buying, bitch, I'm supplying. If you on my side, you gon' be eating. Out in the clubs and you know that I'm treating. Bitch, I'm holy, so call me the deacon. Call my man Papi like he Puerto Rican. I'm nasty like Rico. He want me but he D-Lo. He slurp me like miso. He only buys in kilos. If you talk to me, just know I'll be blunt. I do not fake and I do not stunt. I keep it real, no matter what. Ask anyone, they know what's up, they know the deal, they know what's real. I really don't care if I do not appeal. I wanna help homeless, help everyone heal. Give back to the poor people who have to steal. Trust me, I'm not giving up till I squeal. Not till my comments say come to Brazil. Not till I can pay all my mama's bills. Give me the keys, give me the pills, give me the cash, give me the dough. I'm just here to let everyone know I'm unique like the bird from Rio. I'm a picture like Vincent Van Gogh. Yeah.